Hey everyone, just a short video today because I recently discovered this website called Store Leads, which is basically a ranking of the top e-commerce websites in the world. And it's a completely free tool. I have no contact with them, by the way. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to tell you about it because it's really interesting to be able to compare to the top ranking stores in your category. And then in the second half of the video, I'll also talk a bit about SEO research. So this tool lets you check how much traffic your competitors are getting and where they're getting it from as well. So let's get started. Let me show you how this works. So as you can see, the sites are ordered by this ranking system, and number one is obviously Amazon, number two is Walmart, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm interested in Shopify sites. I'm also interested in some of the smaller sites because honestly, if you're comparing to these big businesses, they have full-time developers and designers working on their sites, so it's almost not relevant that they're on Shopify even. Their resources are different from yours. They're not using a standard out-of-the-box theme like you are, so you might want to go by the estimated sales filter and select the bracket that you're in. Obviously, the vast majority are in under 50K a month. There are also other really useful filters, like you can filter by country. This is especially relevant if you're somewhere isolated like Australia. And another thing I really like is that you can filter by theme. So you can choose someone who's using the same theme that you're using. And then lastly, we can select the category that we're in. So you could be in apparel, and then you can further go by a subcategory like women's clothing or something like that. And then when we click on a site, it's quite impressive how much information they can show us. First of all, there's this apps and tech tab. So if you're looking for what app a store is using to create their upsells or their product bundles or something like that, then this is a really easy way to check. And yes, by the way, if there's a site that you already know of and you want to check a few things about them, then just clear all the filters and put their URL into the search bar here and you'll be able to check them out. But anyway, first of all, we have apps and tech. And of course, it shows you if it's a drop shipper and print on demand, stuff like that. I'm assuming it has this information based on the apps that they have because they have this easy print on demand app. So it knows that it's print on demand. Anyway, next we have the product tab. It shows you how many products they sell in total, the average price of the product. That might be relevant to you if you're doing that kind of research. The theme tab shows us the theme that they are currently using, and also themes that they've used in the past, which I found interesting. So they were using Launchpad and Expanse, and now they're on Impulse. And of course they have this estimated sales, which is what we're filtering by, but you shouldn't trust this too much. I think that they don't have the exact data. This is probably just an estimation based on the average conversion rate of this kind of store and their average product price and things like that. And then lastly, you have this social and contact tab. This is interesting because you can see which social media network is the most effective for different types of stores. So this store, they sell ties, and Twitter is actually their most popular network, followed by Instagram. Facebook and Pinterest, not so much, although it's quite balanced. But sexy shoes, for example, different demographic. And their Facebook and Pinterest is much more popular than their other channels. And lastly, guys, I just want to show you a little bit of SEO competitor research because this is a good opportunity for that. So Luna and Rose, this is one of the sites in Australia that I found to be one of the top jewelry sites, I guess. If I was selling something similar, I would immediately want to check what their top pages are. So I'm going to use a tool called Hrefs website traffic checker. I'll put a link in the description. Just paste their domain in here to check their traffic and their top pages, right? So we can see this is approximately how much traffic they're getting each month, around 70K. And by the way, this is a very conservative estimate. Ahrefs often underestimates. And we can also see their top pages. So this is particularly interesting if you're also selling zodiac sign jewelry. We notice that their top pages that are getting them a lot of their traffic are actually these blog posts about 10 facts about Virgos, 10 facts about Scorpios, and literally just about every zodiac sign. So now you know that you have like 12 blog posts or whatever, how many zodiac signs there are, I'm not sure, but you have a blog post that you have to do for every zodiac sign if you want to get similar traffic numbers. And if you have a similar domain rating to them or authority, then you might be able to compete with this website. And you'll notice that what they're doing is they have the blog post, right? And it's very short. and then they just have their collection for Virgo zodiac jewelry embedded into the blog post. And there are various ways to do this as well. You can do this with an app, or you can do this with Shopify sections. And if you're interested in that, leave a comment. But yeah, and the next thing that I would do is use, again, Ahrefs. They have a different tool called the backlink checker. And if you don't know what backlinks are, this is basically how many other sites are linking to your website. And it's one of the most important things for SEO and for Google to know that your site has authority, right? It is trustworthy and is important. And that's how you get this domain rating. So you should also check your domain rating, by the way. Just put your own site in here. But here we can see a list of other websites that are linking to Luna and Rose. And, this is a really quick and easy way for you to see if maybe these websites can link to you as well, and to what kind of content they're linking to, right? So these are linking to the homepage, but these are linking to sunglasses. You'll also often see blog posts, or for example, look at this, sustainable practices. So they have a page about their sustainable practices, and then who's linking to them? Some French website, it looks like, about 70 ideas for ethical and ecological brands, right? Or not brands, but products or whatever. I don't read French. And then what you do is you reach out to these sites, email them, and ask if they can feature your product in their blog post, if they would be interested in doing that. And to make them interested in doing that, you might want to have an affiliate program app on your Shopify store, right? So that they can add a link here that will give them some kind of commission, that will obviously motivate them to add your products here. So that's it for today, guys. Those sites were storeleads.app, Ahrefs website traffic checker, and backlink checker. And you can do a lot of research, find a lot of interesting, cool Shopify sites that are applicable to you, that you can copy their techniques, copy what works. People always focus on trying to be unique with their website and stuff, and they ignore the things that are already working for other websites, right? So that's all. If you found this useful, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.